So sometimes instead of I can speak for myself, for example. I had an alternative of start speaking against the Finnish government. Like, okay, the reason we have unemployment today is because they had cut off the funding to some of the universities, some of the companies, and those companies could have hired internationals, and now they can't hire internationals, and we have more people unemployed. I could have complained to the government, but instead I choose to look on the other side. I choose to look on the international side, and this is what I have been learning about internationals. 99%, and I mean it when I say 99%, of internationals that are living in Finland have so much capabilities. And this is so much true for my fellow African brothers and sisters. It's so much true. I did like a very local survey one time when when I came to Kuopio from another city. I was like asking any random person. I met someone on maybe at Prisma. I find my fellow African brother is wiping the floor, and I'm like, bro, what else are you doing here? I'll be like, bro, I do master's degree at digital marketing at this university. Some other person will say, bro, I used to be a doctor in my home country, but of course I can't find a job. So at the end of the day, I learned a lot of people have great potentials. I mean, unimaginable. But of course, there are many factors, one of them being lack of understanding of the environment. The other thing, language, as many people say. There are many other things that you can take as factors, but at the end of the day, a lot of potential have been stopped from being seen, from being explored, from being tested. So, and what is stopping this potential? Someone can say the Finnish government because it doesn't give jobs, but I would say it's our own blindness from seeing the possibilities. I gave this example yesterday when I was having this meetup session at the University of Eastern Finland. Like, if you see behind me, behind the shelf, there's a wall. Would you bother go through the wall to the other room? Who would bother to do that? I think only a crazy person can try to go through this wall. And why would you not bother? Because you know you can't pass. You know you can't pass. But what if I told you this wall behind me is not a wall, actually, it's just a curtain. If you push it, you can go through. Then you would go and push and go. So the difference here is that someone has taken a step. Someone has collected the strength. Somebody has started to strategize. Somebody has made a step. And this is how you realize, oh, I thought this is impossible, but it is possible, actually. And I think this is the major difference that many internationals, they hear about many obstacles in Finland, in other countries, Norway, Canada. When we hear, and of course, it's too bad on us as Africans because we have so many negative things that are against us. So when you hear about these so many negative things, the last thing you can do is to sit back like, oh man, now I have to wait for somebody just to see and favor me. Is there anybody who can favor me? Please pick me up, and I can do anything that you can offer on the table. But in the other side, if you had known that, like, okay, I can go through even this negativity, I can pass through, you would re-strategize yourself, you would know what to put forward. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I prioritize talking to fellow internationals like, guys, we can do this. If you know how to set up your visibility, if you know how to put forward the value that you can put on the table, if you know how to leverage the network that you have, if you know how to strategize, position yourself in the society, you can go through. And I believe I've gone through that. I came in Finland very unpopular. I was not popular in my home country. I was not popular here. Nobody knew me. I saw so many times many people being favored on top of me. Yeah, I remember so many times I deserved to get jobs, but I could see clearly somebody was being given because she was not African. She was not dark as myself. Sometimes someone was given a job because she was a woman. Sometimes I've seen so many times. But good thing is I love to read books, inspirational books and stuff like that. And this is where I learned this philosophy. So I said, you know what? Now I'm going to do this. Unapologetically, I'm going to show them what I'm capable of. And now I've reached to the point where many people are reaching out to me, asking for the possibilities of working together. And I'm talking people even from the city office. I've received contact requests from the city of Kuopio, the city where I'm living now. I've received, for instance, even the day before yesterday, I received another request from someone working from the city of La Peranta. She wants to talk to me to know how I do my things so that we can consider possibilities. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so let me just finish there, and maybe we can come back to this some other time. Yeah, apart from that, let's jump straight away to today's topic. And thank you so much for raising your concern, my brother Baba. Yeah, I believe that somehow answered your question.
Sorry, sir. Can I come in?
Yes, please, you can comment just briefly, maybe 1 minute, so we can jump to today's topic.
Okay, it is about the issue about Baba. Like we as African, one thing is that how do we take each other in this foreign land? Do we respect each other? Do we carry each other along? Once we start to do that, we don't need those people to like, you don't need their approval. They will start to respect us. But once we are divided, because when I'm just here, like I'm going to 3 years now, but I know that we Africa, we don't respect each other, we don't carry each other along. Only thing we do is complain. Only thing we do is use each other. I work in the company that I have the what they call it, I have the certificate, I have everything. But I see other foreigners as far because it's part-time work. But when he refer his own countryman who don't have the certificate, who don't have anything, they take that person, but they do not take me. I supposed to complain, but I did not complain because I know that if my brothers are doing their homework, if we respect ourselves or we take each other along, we will not be here talking about this issue. We don't be here talking about this issue. Every some days, some time, like in summer, I was harassed. But I know that is not their fault. It's my brother's fault. I was in the park. I see a young man who approached me, asked me whether I'm selling those illegal stuff. I had to look and say, what? Get away from me. So I had to like, okay, this guy is getting it from my people. That is what. So when they see that, they say, they will say all of them are the same. That is it. Once we start to respect ourselves, everything will be okay. If you see, I DM you about job opportunity. It's not that there's no job in Finland. There's job in Finland, but those jobs are like you have to have referral. If you don't have referral, nobody will give you job. Except is your God. So we as Africa, we need to work ourselves. We need to build a community.
Bro,
That's my
that's
case here.
something. That's something.
Thank you.
I'm gonna come back to respond to that.